How's it guys, this is Bevan here and this is episode 3 of Renovating Bevan. Today I'm going to dive into my first project and it's a doozy, learning Chinese. As I mentioned before, I'm living in Taiwan and I figured this is as good a time as any for me to actually learn this language. I've got people around me who speak Chinese, I work with colleagues who speak Chinese, and if I can't figure it out right now, I'm never gonna do this. So let's jump right in. So I mentioned previously that I'll be using the frameworks I learned in this book, The First 20 Hours How to Learn Anything Fast by Josh Kaufman. So let's take a look at how that framework would apply to learning Chinese. In the beginning of the book, Josh walks you through like a 10-point overview on how you should approach learning anything. Let's see how that holds up. I've got them right in front of me here. Number 1, he says, choose a lovable project. So learn Chinese. I guess that's a good one. Number 2, focus your skill and energy on one skill at a time. Now that is gonna be quite tricky, to be honest. I'm someone who gets very distracted. But no, for the sake of this, I'm gonna commit to that. I'm gonna focus on just learning Chinese for the next little while. Let's see how that goes. Next one, define your target performance level. That's a tough one. Learning a language, how do you have a level? I guess I want to be conversationally competent. I'd like to be able to go down to the store, grab some groceries. I'd like to order things off of a menu. I'd like to buy train tickets. I don't know, sort of everyday life. How's that? I don't need to be like a lawyer in Chinese, so conversational Chinese. How about that? Competence in conversational Chinese. Next, number 4, deconstruct the skill into sub-skills. Okay, now this I know a little about. Languages have 4 essential skills: reading, writing, understanding, and speaking. So when it comes to Chinese, those are going to be the 4 sub-skills I look at. And probably speaking will be the one I want to master the most out of all of those. Number 5, obtain critical tools. Now this is where some technology comes in handy. So if I take a look here, this app over here, Duolingo, what an amazing app. I've just started, obviously, trying to do some research before getting this video going. I've downloaded Duolingo. I've done 1 or 2 little lessons on here and it's really, really cool. It's bite-sized lessons. It's repeatable. You get to see your mistakes straight away. You get to correct mistakes straight away. Unlike going to, like, say, a class every week where you got to wait a whole week until you learn again. I can pick this up every so often, and even 5-minute bursts, I can keep myself in the Chinese framework. So that's really cool. And I've just downloaded a new app now called Chinese Skill. Now I haven't done anything on this one yet, so I can't speak for this, but it looks kind of similar. Same sort of lessons layout. I've also got myself a Chinese book that's designed for sort of classroom settings, and I have a colleague of mine who speaks Chinese. So in terms of critical tools, check. Number 6, eliminate barriers to practice. I'd maybe argue that living in Taiwan is the ultimate elimination of barriers to practice, so check. Number 7, make a dedicated time for practice. That is basically where this whole video side of things comes in. I'm going to be practicing every day. I won't film every day, but I think I can get this one down. So let's say check. Number 8, create fast feedback loops. Now the idea with this here that Josh mentions in the book is that the quicker you can get feedback in terms of how well or how badly you've done, the faster you'll learn. So cool apps like Duolingo and that are very good for that, but I'm gonna take my lessons out onto the streets and start having conversations with people, and confused faces will tell me I'm not doing so great, and if I get what I'm asking for, I'm just gonna count that as a win. Number 9, practice by the clock and in short bursts. Check. Number 10, emphasize quantity and speed. All right, so I think the idea here is to sort of just dive in, immerse yourself, put yourself in over your head, and just get as much done as you can, as quickly as you can, rather than trying to be perfect. The idea here is to get the core message across, and once you can deal with the core, you can worry about trimming the rough edges later. So that's it. Those are the 10 points, and it's time to take this lesson onto the streets.